Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the evaporator fan motor in a Whirlpool refrigerator. It's going to be very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a 4-inch nut driver and a flat blade screwdriver. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new evaporator fan motor. This evaporator fan motor is located inside the freezer behind the rear access panel. It circulates cold air inside the entire refrigerator, keeping the temperature at the desired level. If the temperature in the fresh food section is way above normal and the freezer is getting warmer and you can't hear the motor running, check the evaporator fan motor and replace it if needed. To get it apart, we need to open the freezer door. Next, I'm going to take out the ice bin and slide out the glass shelf. Next, I'm removing the ice maker assembly. We need to take out this 4-inch screw at the bottom using a 4-inch nut driver. And now we need to take a couple of more screws at the top of the ice maker. And one is right there, and the other one is right there. I'm going to support the ice maker. I'm not taking that screw out completely. And now we're going to remove it from the screw, the ice maker. Lift it up and out. I'll put it down, and next we need to disconnect the plug here. There's a locking tab, opening it and pulling the plug. Now I'm going to take out this screw. This is also 4-inch. I'm going to use the same 4-inch nut driver, and I'm going to remove the panel. So the next step, I'm going to take off this cover panel. 2 4-inch screws, one in each corner. I'm using a 4-inch nut driver, and we're going to take them out. And now I'm going to remove this cover panel. Lift it up, and now we can take it out. Next, I'm going to remove this ground wire clip. Put it down. Next, I'm going to take out this couple of 4-inch screws using the 4-inch nut driver. Now I can remove this rear panel. I'm going to lift it up slightly and tilt it forward so we can disengage that bottom, the air tower bottom. Okay, I'm gonna lay it down. All right, now I'm gonna unplug this light bulb connector. This is a tab here. I'm gonna pull it up and pull it apart. And now we can remove the panel. Next, I'm going to pull this fan blade. I'm going to grab it not by the pedals, not by the blades, but behind here, and pull it off. Put it aside. I am now going to take out this couple of 4-inch screws. All right, so I'm gonna use this 4-inch nut driver, and I'm going to take this screw out. Hold it so on the bottom. Now we're gonna proceed on the right side. I'm going to support this the motor and the bracket. Now I can remove this motor and the bracket together, and I'm going to use the flat blade screwdriver. We're going to take off these wires from the motor and the ground. Alright, so we're going to take the bracket off. Make sure that we have the grommet in. Put it down. This is the old evaporator fan motor next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. Before putting the new motor in, I would like you to compare them for the direction of the rotation. So you see these two copper wires on the left side if you look from the rear. And here they are, those two wires here also on the left from the rear. They only not color of the copper because they painted, but it's okay. You can tell that this is two wires, so it's the same rotation. We can install it. All right, now I'm gonna connect the motor to the harness. I'm gonna plug in the ground wire here, and this two wires, it doesn't matter which one goes where. I'm going to install them. And now we're going to place the front bracket on. And bring the motor in. So the rear end of the motor will be installed into this grommet here at the back. Make sure it's still there. So I'm going to have this screw prepared. This is a 1/4-inch screw. I'm going to place this in, and I'm going to secure the bracket. And the second one, don't forget to hook up the ground wire. Now I'm going to install the blade. This is the back of it. It goes on the shaft. Press it in as far as it can go. Make sure it's not touching anywhere. Alright, so I'm going to bring in this rear panel. And I'm going to connect the plug here. I'm going to plug this in and make sure it locks like that. And we're going to bring up the panel and install it. We're going to place this bottom on first. That's our air towel. Air towel goes over that foam duct. And let's bring it up. So we're going to secure it with a couple of 1/4-inch screws. I'm using the same 1/4-inch nut driver. Now we're going to install this ground wire clip on. Slide it and press it on. And now I'm going to install this cover panel. And I'm going to use the 1/4-inch nut driver. And we're going to secure it with a couple of 1/4-inch screws. I'm going to install this little panel on. This goes in. We've got a little knob here that goes into this cutout. That shows you how it's going to go in. I'm going to match the hole. And it's nice and tight. That was a 1/4-inch screw, and we used the 1/4-inch nut driver. And now I'm going to install the ice maker back in. We're going to first plug it in. And now we're going to place it onto this screw first. And very important detail, that tube, inlet tube, need to place into this round cutout. And I'm going to mount it. And I'm going to install these, the screw at the back of the ice maker. And the front screw also. And I'm going to install the bottom one. They all, if you remember, 1/4-inch. And I'm using the same 1/4-inch nut driver. And now we can install these freezer glass shelves back in. And I'm going to place the ice bin under the ice maker. and make sure that the arm is at lower position so the ice maker is turned on. And now we can close the freezer door. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.